we started a test of a instrumental transcommunication device called Alice, which inspired the person with us today, Blasto from Lord of Death Gaming, to kind of do his own experiment with it. And I have looked over and helped doing some of the audio review. And I'm going to play for him in this call with the Lightseeker Michael Smith what I have found in his recording, because I did find a couple of really interesting spots. Specifically one that this is not it. If you want to go back over your recording, you'll see that this is from your part 1 video at roughly 4 minutes and 1 second. So I'm going to boost this up with hopes it's going to be loud enough for, okay, not quite that far. I don't want to burst anybody's eardrums. So this, I'm just going to play it and then I'll talk more about it. Okay, and that, see what I was talking about with this weird path. If it gets boosted to a certain point, it flatlines it. It makes no noise. And I've never actually ran into audio that does that. And it's still doing it. Okay. And this is just in decimal. Well, it sounds like it's going to be fine anyway. Now, as I said, if you listen, it's really hard and faint to pull out. I will send you this clipped file myself. There is something in the background here. It is a voice. But honestly, I do remember in your video, you talking about I'm drawing a blank here. Someone watching TV in another room.
Yeah.
Honestly, to me, that is probably what this is picked up. Because there is a few other times that I could pull the TV out of it a little bit. Now, I know you said you had some trouble with your microphone at that time.
Right, yeah. A little bit before I started recording, I had done audio tests, and it was perfectly fine. But the moment I started recording, for some reason, my mic just started going very low, and people couldn't pick me up as well. And then after the recording, my friends from TeamSpeak and so on all stated that my mic was just spazzing out as if I had thrown it against a wall or something like that.
You know, actually, I can kind of attest to that. Like I said, it's this is your average of where your recording should be. It should be center pan. I mean, right in the middle of the spectrum. Your flat line should be at 0. And for some reason, your flat line's up here. I've never actually seen that with audio recording before. Sorry. I'm also fighting off a cold, which is why I sound like a frog right now.
Which, if you don't mind me interrupting, which waveform? You're talking about the baseline waveform?
Yeah. It should be at 0.
That looks like that's 60 cycle interference.
Okay.
You know the job I used to have. I really can't talk about a lot of it because of non-disclosure stuff, but on waveforms, anything electrical, that's 60 cycle interference on the baseline. It's thick baseline. So there's something else coming in from somewhere that was throwing in electricity, current from somewhere.
All right. Well, let's get into more interesting here. Now, this one I'm going to play for you. I did it again. I always do that. Over. it can go away. Instead of dragging it over to here, I end up hitting play.
And thus the course of recording continues.
Yeah. Alright, so this one I'm going to play for you, and this one I found particularly interesting, and you're going to be listening for about 4 to 5 seconds. Right here. So what you're going to hear, well, it's self-explanatory.
What, do you mean my face, or... Okay, I just heard that.
Yeah, let's see if I can boost this up a little bit for you. Nope, it's doing that again. So the decimal level...
What, do you mean my face, or...
Yeah, that is actually pretty clear. Right about here, you get a voice.
Yeah.
Can you play that again for me?
Yeah. Full clip.
No, just the sweet part.
I'm going to take it out a little bit longer because that's a little quick. I'm also going to try to increase it just a tad.
Again? Yeah, there's definitely something in there. I can't really make out what it says.
I think if you want, I'll send you this. I'll send you both the clips because this is coming through my speakers on my laptop and into the onboard microphone, so you're losing some clarity. I mean, just right out, you're losing clarity. But now this is the one that actually got my attention first. This one is the one that we both find big. Oh wait, did he? Oh, that's the edited. Oh, that isn't. Yeah, this is the one that both of us find like really kind of amazing and really interesting as far as a paranormal research side goes. And I'll play the clip here for you.
Unless you mean how as in the Indian how as in hello, which... I don't know if that's actually hello or if that's just like a stereotype of hello. Gate. Gate ready. Okay, that doesn't sound... And it just suddenly got colder.
Now, I'll tell you why that is so interesting. Could you hear that high-pitched hum in the background of it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say about 3 minutes into the recording, you start getting a low hum. This, I clipped, and the whole hum goes from about, I think it's 318 to about 5 minutes. So it lasts a total of about a minute and 40 some seconds. So we'll just call it 2 minutes. You have a low frequency hum that steadily increases until you hit this spot. Then it gets extraordinarily loud. And then you get a temperature change.
Yeah.
Now, what was it like in your house around this recording?
Well, actually underneath my blanket, so I was fairly warm, and like I said, we even had the heater on. And then all of a sudden, as I was recording, boom, immediate temperature drop, and then I felt like I was freezing.
So, and it, how long did that feeling kind of last? Did it like go away, or did it? Breaking up a little bit there.
I said it kind of lasted for almost about a minute or so.
And then everything kind of went back to normal.
Yeah.
And see, that's, like I said, this actually is what I found first, because it's rather clear and rather obvious when you're listening to. I found it in the, if you notice, this is the one I commented on.
Yeah.
It's because I'm sitting there and I'm watching your video, and all of a sudden I hear this, and then as it hits its peak, which is right here, you make the comment about it suddenly got very cold in here, and then all of a sudden it drops off. This doesn't happen in any of the other recordings. It doesn't happen in the beginning of this one. Because, I mean, actually, the voice is from this recording. The one I played you a minute ago. That's actually from this same recording. If you notice, I named it LOD Alice Part 2. Because it's on your Lord of Death Gaming channel. You know, so it doesn't happen after it. After about 5 minutes, it goes right back to normal, the way it is. And that, the frequency change on its own is kind of, okay. The temperature change with the frequency change, that's what makes it very interesting.
Yeah.
And then the static. I'm going to have to go, actually, I will probably be going through this recording. So, you got anything you want to add to it, Michael?
Can you highlight for me on the screen portion of the recording that correlates to the portion of the temperature fluctuation?
That would be this right here.
Hang on, I gotta move the floating head.
Actually, I think I would highlight this 20-some second space, because here is the response from Alice, the beep. Then you have, Blasto talking about what's on the screen, and right here is where he said, and it suddenly got very cold.
Okay.
I can play through this if you want. I'm just kind of.
No, I just wanted to see it.
Okay.
To see the waveform, if I saw anything different in the waveform compared to the rest of the trace.
Actually, you kind of do. If you look right here versus up through here, the background noise was much lower through this. And you can tell it by you actually have points in the flat line. Then, as you can see, it kind of gets a thick... actually, let me zoom this in a little bit. And you can see it better. This is about... we'll do it in 1 second. You can see here you're getting more fluctuation. Then, if you look back over here, you see it kind of get constant.
Go back to those fluctuations again, please.
Right there. You see, this is where it starts to drop off.
What I wanted to know was, do you have a caliper on that you can measure those fluctuations out?
Not really. That's one of the things with Audacity, where it's a free program. It has very limited.
Because just from kind of eyeballing it on the screen, even though there are no vertical lines of reference that would actually help. If you look at it, they look to be almost evenly spaced. They're very close.
Yeah.
It's like click, click, and then there's a break, and then there's click, 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 click. Matter of fact, one of those is actually a negative deflection below baseline.
Yeah, actually, a couple of them are.
A couple of them are, and then the rest of them are above. But
that's kind of funny. I hadn't noticed this. If you look at this line, this is, like I said, this is exactly where it's stated that it got cold. Look at this thick bass line. You're getting a full frequency there.
Yeah.
And it breaks off directly after that.
Well, there's definitely some correlation, at least as far as the waveform, with the mention of the experience of the cold spot of the temperature fluctuation. I wish we knew how much it fluctuated. Do you happen to know what the baseline temperature in your room was at the time?
Not exactly, but I know it's probably around about just ordinary house temperature. I can't tell you the exact temperature.
So somewhere in the neighborhood of 70, let's say. I think I usually say keep it at about most common house temperatures are around 72 degrees.
Okay, so
yeah.
Which I was pretty hot underneath of it. Sudden underneath my blanket, it's got cold myself.
Okay. Now, I guess I want to try to plug this earphone back in, so maybe we can lose some of the distortion here, because I think that's about all really to play on. So you're going to get a bing and telling me I plug something in here just a second. Sorry for that in the recording, but alright. So, do you have anything you want to ask us? Anything that you're kind of curious on, or...
I was actually wondering, exactly, and there goes my memory.
Like I said, don't feel bad. We're both like that. Can forget
Hang
about
on.
what we're talking about while we're talking about it.
Yeah. I just had a question and
That's it. What time did you want to leave?
We can leave in about, what time is it now, like 1:30 something? Leave about 3:30 maybe.
Okay. I'm sorry, I had to check on something real fast.
No, that's alright. Well, life goes on.
Now, there was a question pending.
Oh yeah. I was actually wondering, for the audio. Oh God. I'm sorry. I'm just like losing my mind today. I can't remember any of the questions. Oh.
That's perfectly alright. I was recording not long ago. I forgot my own name.
What? Okay. Tell you what, I'll think of a few things and I'll send them over Skype if you don't mind when I actually think of them.
That's fine. However you want to do it.
Yeah.
And if you want to, or actually, that's a question I had for you. Have you done anything else with Alice after this? Did you try anything else?
I've only tried like one other thing, and so far that was the most interesting session I've had. Like, as soon as it mentioned the gate and all that, that was the most interesting part about it. Other than that, everything just kind of like, random.
That's exactly what we got. I mean, I tried. I'll be straight and I'll be honest here. I tried. I tried and tried and tried. I even went through, deleted the entire dictionary or vocabulary, whatever you want to call it. I've seen it called both. And simply put in yes and no. And ask it yes and no questions. And some of them were like, is the sky blue? Is grass green? And it missed them.
Right.
You know? That's what I did want to... I was going to play that, what we got out of Alice. Because, like I said, and I guess in the interest of full disclosure, I don't know why, but we get EVP when we're not attempting to, like, do an EVP session. We're not asking questions. We're not doing any of this. We just randomly get voices. It's really weird. But this is our best, I guess you'd say, recording. And Alice missed it. I mean, like, by a mile. Not anything remotely similar or close to this. And, well, hold on. The first one is very easy to hear. The second one, not so much. But I'll play that real quick. Just, in the interest of showing you what we did. Full clip. 15 seconds. Did I put the wrong damn ones in here? That should work. I did it again. See what I mean? Brain dead.
Yeah.
I keep telling it to play. But yeah, this is what I would say is probably our best that we got with it. And like I said, it was completely missed by Alice. It got nothing even remotely close. I'm going to hook my earphone again, so sorry about the binging and all that. Can you tell me your name? Can you give me a name? I need to, well, actually, you're going to see how I do an EVP recording real quick. This is because, for some reason, this is my edit, yet didn't do a background noise reduction. We'll do one more real quick here. Sorry about this. I don't know why I didn't do this before. Alright. Wait one more time. This should work out pretty good. And let's get a lot of that static out of the background. Can you tell me your name? Can you give me a name? Okay, right here and right here.
Yeah, I definitely heard something.
If you want, I'll send you this one too. Just, so you have something you can kind of go with. There's actually a response to the question, can you tell me your name? It says, Michael. And I say, can you give me a name? And it says, Michael. Which, of course, when you, we have Michael with us right now. Slightly creepy.
And I wasn't on there that day.
Yeah, you were on there with me.
Was I on there?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure I didn't say my name.
Well, no, and you also don't... It sounds kind of female. It sounds like a woman to me. But if you're looking at getting into anything like there are tons of, I don't know if you're like looking at just like app review for the paranormal stuff, because there's tons of it. You know, we can help you out with any of it, of course. Oh, and definitely share links and all of that.
Right.
And if you have any questions, we'll be glad to come on and help. And like I said, it's kind of interesting with the stuff and that you can pick up. I'm still pretty certain the Alice box, or whatever they call it, is basically a random word generator.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, so far the only things I've actually seen are any remotely near to being accurate with the it's not it's Alice, but it's the oh god, it's the it's the handheld device that has like lights that light up whenever electric phenomena get near it or something like that. Yeah, I've actually seen several videos where those just get extremely accurate whenever someone asks it to either step close or step back to a question that they're answering.
Yeah. I think with Alice, I'm sure you probably are too young to remember this guy, but there was a psychic. He got real famous for a while and did a TV show, and he did what they call cold reading. And what he would do is he would come out in front of a crowd of 100 people or 200 people or 1,000 people and whatever, and he'd sit there and he'd go, "Okay, I feel someone coming through. It's a father figure, a grandfather, an uncle, maybe an older brother, and his name starts with a Well, when you're doing this, what are the chances that someone in that crowd, one, hasn't lost a grandfather, possibly a father, possibly an uncle, possibly an older brother, and their name starts with a J or a G sound or a CH or something like that?" He waited until the person responded by going, "Oh, well, I lost my grandfather, James. Oh, well, that's it. James is coming through." And that's kind of the feeling I got from Alice. That if you let it run long enough and it's spurted out enough random words, you could probably put together something that would say, "Okay, yeah, I've contacted something."
Yeah, like I said, second part of the session, I did get a few connections through with it. But at the same time, then it just started squirting random.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's like actually, I got my grandfather's name in it once. And I was like, okay, well now, and I put in a lot of information that would pertain to my side of the family, and I'm thinking, okay, give me something here. Now we've got another chance, and I think I got upstairs or something.
Yeah, I remember that video.
And I'm like, okay, no. And then like limp and ore, and it's like, okay, yeah.
Yes.
I think I said, I don't think you could throw a dictionary into a wood chipper and come up with anything more random. Out of all, I actually listed every word I've ever gotten from Alice, and I got the word mattress 5 times.
Seriously?
Yeah, mattress. I can't figure out why. I'm like...
I think Alice was tired.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Do you need a nap? You want to go to bed? What's the deal? I think actually there was one recording because it started crashing and I wasn't able to put out all the videos that we actually did. We've actually did, I think we did somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 videos, and I'm only able to put out like 5, 6. It kept crashing.
Yeah, that's how.
And that's I actually put that in another video. If you're on an investigation, the last thing you want is your devices crashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh, well, I guess unless you could, have you thought up anything you want to ask us?
No, not yet.
Okay, well, like I say, you've got me on Skype. You're welcome to send me anything or just pop on, and if you got a question, I'm on a good chunk of the time. Weekends are usually shot. I'm very rarely, if ever, online during the weekends. But any other time, you're welcome to just come on and say hi. Of course, I'm going to put a link to your channel and a link to the 3 videos you did in the description box. And, maybe if you think up something or you have something you want to call us in, we can do this again. We'll come onto your channel and let you know what we got.
All right.
And,
well, it's been great talking to you guys.
well, same. And thanks for
you
coming
too.
on. So I guess until the next time, this is Joe signing off, and we'll see you soon.